Hey guys, how's it going? I'm just hanging out here with the dogs. We got a snowstorm last night to pile onto more of the snow. Give me an idea how deep it is. Yep, about maybe a foot and a half. Q's an untouched spot. Go right in. I'm just hanging out here with Broly, Scarlet, and Ruka in the corner there. Yeah, I know. It's about -5 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a pretty cold day. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ruka, come here. That's her spot. She likes to hang out underneath that tree that came crashing down. Luckily it didn't destroy the fence at all. What are you two doing? Go do this somewhere else. Yeah, I tried getting Mayhem out. Yeah, she didn't want to come out. 3 of her pups have went home now, and one of them just today, so I think she's getting a little sad. Which is okay. That's gonna happen with moms sometimes, especially when the pups are younger. Like what? Excuse me. Once they get a little older, they don't care if they go too much, like on the 3-month or so mark. But since these guys are about 8 weeks old, you know, it's a little new. What are you doing, buddy? You gonna cut that down for me? Ruka, come here. Come on, Ruka. Yeah, I said guys. Yeah. Huh? Oh, hi. And these two idiots. So you're the chill one. I like that sometimes. You can just relax. You don't need to be doing dumb shit. Yeah. So yeah, this came down because of the snow. Luckily, very luckily, it didn't do really any damage to the fence at all. Which is great, because that could have been bad. But reminds me that recall can be very important to train your dogs. Because if that would have crashed down and broke the fence, you know, dogs could have got all the way out into that area, and then it'd be kind of hard to get them back if they weren't recall trained well. So it's definitely a good thing to train your dogs, because yeah, your fence might be secure, but not if that comes crashing down on it. Oh, I gotta show you guys Ruka. Look at her. Just a face covered in snow. Hi, Ruka. Hi, Ruka. Yeah. Let's pick on Broly time. And kind of the reason why I want to make a little video here is I want to talk about like the DNA and health testing of dogs. I'll kind of let you guys enjoy their goofiness. All right. Settle down. Sometimes when you have higher energy dogs, that can escalate quickly into a fight. It's happened before between those two, so I try to minimize that craziness a little bit. Ruka, you look ridiculous, girl. Look at you. Look at you. You big old goof. You a big old goof. You look like the abominable snowman. Are you a Yeti? Are you a Yeti? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, anyway, I want to talk about the DNA and health testing of dogs. Specifically more the Embark test. That seems to kind of be the best one out there on the market for more like, I guess, commercial use. Broly, come here. Come here, Bumps. Yeah. Now they're getting that Broly again. The other dogs are inside. All right. Shh, 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 shh. Scarlet. No. Yeah, the other dogs are inside. It's pretty cold out, like I said. Like I had these guys inside, and see how like Ruka's picking up her foot there. Her feet are getting cold. And that'll happen when you start dropping into the negative temps a lot. Anyway, back to the Embark. Basically, what that is it's you can get a DNA and health test kit, and what they'll do, all you gotta do is swab your dog's cheek for about 30 seconds, right? Oh, Ruka. Yeah, just swab your dog's cheeks for about 30 seconds, and then you put it in this little bottle with a what's the word, solution. You shake it up for about 10 seconds, I believe, and then you just send it back to Embark, and within a few weeks you'll get DNA and health results for your dog. Now, Embark tests for a lot of genetic conditions. It doesn't test for all of them. I brought this up in a video in the past. Yeah, this is the deer pile covered in snow. Good for preserving it when I don't have the freezer space, but yeah, when you get it back, it'll give you their health results and their genetic makeup for like certain breeds and such. And yeah, they don't test for every genetic condition. Dwarfism is an example they don't test for, which can be somewhat more common in German Shepherds and, you know, the Czech wolf dog. Like, you know, Ruka's got the German Shepherd in her as well. So it's something you kind of have to test for separately. I do know, like, Scarlet's clear of it. Lucian could be a carrier. I think his mother was a carrier. But since Scarlet's clear, I'm not concerned about it with, like, their pups. And obviously, if they had dwarfism, you'd know by now. But one thing it does test for, though, I think it tests for over 200 genetic conditions. A very prevalent one is DM, or degenerative myopathy. And basically what that is I think I've brought this up in a video in the past too, is basically ALS for dogs. Kind of like what Stephen Hawking had. Around the time the dog hits 8 to 10 years old, they will start, in a way, degenerating. And by that I mean their muscles just basically stop working. Usually starts in the hind end, like the rear legs, and then will progress throughout the body. And they eventually just, you know, they're not able to move anymore. That's a very sad thing. If any of you guys watch Animal Watch with Annika Svenska, one of her Czech wolf dogs had DM. And I think on her Instagram or YouTube, one of the two, she shows some clips of what that looks like. If you're curious, you can see what it looks like too on YouTube. I'm sure there's plenty of videos. It's not pretty. It's not fun to watch. So that's why it's important to be testing for these things when you're breeding. If you're talking to a breeder about a puppy and they don't do that, run away. Run very far away. If they say they did and they don't show you a link, like an actual link to the test, run away. Because there's no reason, if you've done it, you shouldn't be showing it. And there's no reason, if you're a breeder, you shouldn't be doing it. Now, you don't necessarily have to do Embark. You can test for some of these things separately. But if your breeder is not showing you actual proof of that, hey, you guys are digging in on that. If your breeder is not showing you actual proof of that, you should run away. Because you don't want to, you know, get a dog that you love, and then 8 years later, it starts essentially breaking down. And now you got to put down your dog earlier than what you'd want, because it'll eventually not be able to move. No, like Broly and Mayhem were tested because of the litter they had. And I'll include those right here. And then I'll include links for them in the description. So if you guys want to click on them and actually see what they look like, you know, by all means, go ahead. You can go through, see the what kind of health they got. You can see what kind of coat types and all that they have. They test for a lot of things. Like if you're wanting to breed for, you know, a certain coat type, hey, enough. If you're wanting to breed for a certain coat type, you know, they test for that. Now Broly is a carrier, you'll see on his Embark. He's a carrier for ALT, if I remember correctly. It's basically a condition of the kidneys, I believe, where they just have abnormal levels. It's nothing really horrendously bad, but basically him being a carrier for it, he doesn't actually have that condition. He just carries a copy of the gene for that condition. Whereas if he were to be bred with another dog that also carries that, you would probably get dogs affected by that condition. For example, actually, Lucian's dad, Mars, I have him in a video from the summer, but his parents were both DM carriers. Now that doesn't mean you can't get DM clear dogs, like where they're not even a carrier for that condition, because Lucian's dad is clear of that condition, though both of his parents were carriers. And like Broly and Mayhem are of course both clear of that as well. I plan on getting you done soon, and then I want to get Scarlet Lucian done as well. But this is just something you guys want to, you know, keep an eye out for when you're looking for a puppy. If you're looking for, it doesn't matter who it's from, you know, somebody can talk them up really high and, you know, maybe Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or something. If they are not testing their dogs for health and then are claiming that their dogs are healthy, they're lying to you. You can't test for health if you don't know the health of your dogs. Like there's a few breeders I know in particular who claim that. I've never seen a health test. Not once. I'm going to kind of wrap up here. You guys can see they're getting kind of cold on their feet. And my hands are getting cold. Like, look at my face. That's just from being out here for, what, 10 minutes, 14 minutes? I think, yeah, 14 minutes. And I look like a Yeti, just like Ruka did. Yeah, I'm going to wrap up the video here. I just want to talk about Embark again. The links for Mayhem and Broly's will be in the description, so you guys get an idea what you're looking at. And again, when you're talking to a breeder about that. And if you ask if they have Embark and they say yes, ask for the damn link. Don't accept the picture or screenshot, whatever. Ask for the actual link itself. Maybe next time I'll talk about a video when it gets closer to something else I want to talk about. I can talk about doing hips and elbow checks too. Scarlet. Oh, your face is covered in snow. But I'll talk about doing hips and elbow checks and spine and whatever else. Because that's another important thing too. Because if you didn't know, hip dysplasia, elbow dysplasia, a lot of those structural issues are genetic as well. Not entirely, they can be environmental, but usually the dog has a weaker structure to begin with in that case, or as a puppy it was hurt or something. And that's something Embark doesn't test for as well, the hip dysplasia and elbow dysplasia, because there's no specific gene that causes it. It's just a genetic structural problem. Anyhow, I'm freezing. I'm gonna get wrapped up here, guys. If you like the video, subscribe. I'll give you guys an update on the pups here too. Down to 3 left. 3 left in that litter. 3 of them went home over the last week. One's going home next week, and then I'll have 3 left. 1 girl, 2 boys. Again, if any of you guys are interested who watch my channel and like my dogs, you know, I'll leave the email in the description as well, or you guys can send me an email saying you're interested. I'll just send you back a puppy application, and then we can go from there. Yeah, you're getting cold. Look at that. You got frost on your whiskers too. Oh, Scarlet. Oh, Charbit. Alright. Gonna wrap it up. You guys take care. Say goodbye to Scarlet. She wants to say goodbye. Scarlet wants to say goodbye. Say goodbye to King Broly here, the legendary Super Shepherd. And say goodbye to Miss Ruka. Oh, you're eating. You're eating. Alright, take care.